Hi guys, this is Amos Brown. I'm back here. The topic of the day is spacing. It's spacing. Okay? Um, there is a rule that you must go by, and you can feel this yourself. When you're in a conflict with someone, say for instance you're arguing, and this person is committed to hurting you. Okay? Do not, and then repeat, do not let them get within your space, which is 3 feet. Do not let them get within 3 feet of you. Okay? If you can get away and you find an exit, try to leave the environment if you can. If there's a conflict, try to leave if you can. But if you don't have nowhere to escape, and they're within 3 feet and they close that distance, you let it fly, buddy. I mean, elbow, strike, here, pseudo, back fist, everything. You let it fly. Eat headbutt. You let it fly, buddy. Don't let them get close to you like that. I disagreed. I had an instructor that because I was a very aggressive fighter and I would win a lot of my fights that way. And he was getting on me, telling me that you need to be a counterpuncher. You need to be a counter striker. Those are the best fighters. Especially now that I've gotten older, I disagree with them. They're not. Okay? Especially out here in these streets. Now, maybe in a tournament where there's an environment where it's controlled, maybe so, yeah. But out here in these streets, you can't afford that. Now, maybe his term of thinking was in terms of fighting in tournaments, but my mindset is not just from fighting in tournaments. My mindset is out there. And out here, you can't afford to be a counterpuncher or a counter fighter. It will get you killed. Now that I'm an older man and I've evaluated things and I've seen things and experienced things, it will get you killed out here. Okay? There's a quote by George Washington, and I don't know if he created the quote, but he said, the best defense is a good offense. Okay? So you become offensive. If you can't get away and that person is arguing with you and he or she is committed to hurting you, let it fly. You hear me? Don't wait. Because it's usually the person that strikes first or the person that's most aggressive is the one that survived the encounter. It's improving statistically. Go to the FBI, go to the NRA, FBI, it shows. And you guys with handguns, okay? And you ladies, don't get too overconfident because you got a handgun on you, okay? Because there's a 21-foot rule, okay? A person can travel 1.5 seconds to get with you. 21 feet. You know how fast that is? You can barely get your handgun out and aim and ready to fire by that time. Okay? So if someone is at that distance, they're charging you, especially if they have a bladed weapon or they crazed out, you better be ready. And if you can't get that handgun out, you better be able to defend yourself hand to hand if you got to. Okay? So don't get overconfident because you're carrying a sidearm on you. That's for the police, and the police should know better. Because there's been many police that's had their TV turned off with their own handgun. So that's why I'm saying hand-to-hand combat and self-defense is critical. Okay? Don't ever forget that. For you civilians out here, don't ever forget that. The 3 feet rule. If you maintain 3 feet, if you even just got to back off and find an exit. If not, let it go. You can't afford. You got to strike first. Because if you don't, you may not survive. This is Amos Brown, signing out.